to say I'm being transphobic. What did I say? I'm not being stupid. Bring the recording. Bring the recording.
You're mocking about being a transgender.
Bring the recording.
I identify myself as...
I just told you because I do.
You know what you're doing, you sick
You're
twisted
being
woman.
transphobic.
Get off the
Gypsy
green.
Queen.
Do you know the little green stuff? Get off that, because that's doing something to your brain cells. Honestly,
Oh, here we go.
Really, every time you get off your head,
that I
you
smoke
come out
weed.
with all
I've
the
never touched a
racist
drug in my life.
stuff. You think
You're
you're
making
funny, but you're not
accusations.
funny, Corrine. You're a sick.
And can I just say
woman.
as well, Angie, yeah? I never dead named EQ not one time. I never said her name's this or her name's that. In fact, I actually addressed her as Evil Queen at the end. So please tell me where I've been transphobic. You're all full of shit. You all act like you lot are fucking outraged. None of you lot are outraged. Nobody on this app is outraged.
I'm not outraged.
Shut the fuck
Are you
up,
high
all of
again?
you lot,
Are you
and
high
go and do
again?
something with your lives, bro. Nobody is outraged. Please.
Smoking too much of that
You lot
green.
piss me off.
Go back and
I said what I said. Anyone gonna do something about it? No. Shut up.
I'm not affected or triggered because I'm
But
not.
Listen to
Exactly.
me. If anyone was
No
doing
one's
something, if I
triggered.
got you in the
Exactly.
right place,
So what are we
take
doing
my
here?
challenge.
Innit? Please. She's just chatting. Gypsy Queen, go away. Fucking irrelevant,
I
man.
just feel that you can't call out racism, you know, if you're transphobic.
I can call out what I can because I'm a black woman. I can call out racism. If racism's against me, I can call it out. Angie, when people were being racist to me 2 days ago, EQ put the video up and said that I deserved it, that I deserved to be called the N-word, that I deserved to be said to say, you're too dark to be in the sun. Yeah, she sits down and plays the end song. She puts gorillas in music, fucking AI videos to do with shit. Nobody tell me nothing. Fuck EQ.
Yeah, I get that, Tori. I get that,
What?
but you're just as bad if you're going back.
I'm just as bad as EQ. Are you not serious?
Yeah. If
You're sitting here. Shut up, Angie, because you're sitting here, had that whole fucking fake outrage and all this shit about EQ and all these other people on this app. Allow it. You're all full of shit.
I'm not outraged.
If you're saying I'm just as bad, then you're just as bad too, because you can't sit here and call me out. You're a hypocrite because you've done hell a lot on the app. So who the fuck are you to call me out?
Torian, you know the funny thing
You're all
is,
pissing me off.
Oh, no, you're pissing me off now because you're the one calling it all out. All of you are the ones calling it out. Am I? No, I'm not calling out. You are. But how can you call it out when you're committing hate crimes yourself?
When EQ sat on the stage...
You're being transphobic towards EQ, right? And then getting upset, crying that she's being racist.
Listen, when EQ sat on your stage and said that she identifies as a black trans woman, where was Corey then? Where was fucking whoever's on this stage now? Where apart from obviously Alyssa and NJ, where was you lot all? Why was you lot not all coming up and being fucking outraged? Please.
I never said I was outraged.
Listen.
I'm outraged.
All right then, so what are we doing talking about it? Why do you care? Everyone shouldn't care after what she done to you.
But I just don't feel that you have a right to have an opinion. You cannot have an opinion.
You can have an opinion, but I haven't been transphobic. That's what I'm saying. And no one is able to bring up a clip where I have been transphobic. Everything I said is facts.
Send me the clips, guys, if you've got the clips.
Please, send her the clips. Quick, because I've got to go out. You lot are wasting my time.
Yeah, well, you know,
you book my Uber quickly. What? Buffy the Slayer, you're just pressed that your dog's flipping butters, bruv. Shut up.
Well, you know what? I'm being funny, Tori. You've been transphobic for a very long time towards EQ.
Have I? Oh, I've been very transphobic. Let me tell you something. All right.
You cannot have an opinion on.
Can I say something?
In regards to what EQ was.
Can I say? All right, but can I be honest with you, Angie?
Angie, for a long time.
Angie, can I be honest? No, listen. I want screen record this. Everyone screen record this. I don't care that EQ receives transphobic comments. I don't give a shit. Furthermore, she deserves everything that comes and gets said against her. Do you know why? Because she's a piece of shit on my shoe. So no matter what any of you lot say to me, whether I'm wrong, right, I don't care. If she wakes up tomorrow and gets fucking killed, I don't give a shit.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? You're saying you don't
care about if she's.
No, I don't.
You're saying that you don't care what abuse Evil Queen gets, right?
No, and I deserve that.
We're
talking about a woman that spoke about my children, said that they're going to have fertility issues. They're 10 and 11. We spoke about a woman that has been fucking racist to me directly. We spoke about a woman that has rage baited me for fucking long on this app. No prick on this app can tell me how to react or how to feel. So respectfully, I don't give a shit. Drop me. I don't care. Fight with your fucking dogs. I don't give a shit.
By the same token, why do you allow yourself to be affected by what she says?
I don't allow myself to be affected.
No,
At the
you're
end of the day,
screaming here like a mad. You're screaming here like a mad woman. Why are you allowing?
Oh, what is it? Because I'm black? Is it the angry black woman? Is that what you're trying to say?
Now you're playing the race card again.
No, because why is it angry? Because Angie, if you was to come up on a stage raging, she ain't gonna turn around and say, "Oh, Angie, you've come up here like a mad woman." Shut the fuck up. You look like a sheep. Stop
But why do you have
talking
to say, well, because she's
I mean,
aggressive?
I get a lot
I
of.
don't care because I'm angry. I'm fucking angry.
But why
I'm fed up
you
of the
are allowing
racism that I
yourself to
receive
be
from
angry?
fucking a lot of people on this.
Victorian, you've just said because
You've asked me a question. Stop muting me.
Because you're aggressive. Because you're aggressive. She said.
Yeah, because I'm black. That's why you're saying it.
No, that is racist. That is racist.
Yeah, that is racist.
Pain.
Yeah, actually, it's a micro-racial aggression.
Yeah, stop doing it.
I don't need to stop doing nothing.
I can't say you're aggressive because you're a black woman.
Listen, Angie, let me be honest with you lot, yeah? If you lot don't like it, don't rise me on your stages, don't ask for my pick, don't do none of that. If you lot are against me or whatever, don't do that. All of you, one sec, Angie, let me just land, yeah? Every creator on this app, well, most of them have had something to say or whatever, but they still have me in their boxes. Nobody stands on shit. They stand up for about a month, and then after that, no one gives a fuck.
Yeah, can I just say something else? I even said I'm not going to drag you. Do I
I'm
care?
actually going. I need to go.
Do I care what you said? No, I don't care what you said last night because I'm not a trans woman. Yeah, but does EQ do? Yeah, probably. But you can't.
Listen.
Being racist to you, then, can you?
Listen. You're all being transphobic to me because I've told you lot that I identify as Andrew.
I don't care what any of you say. To be honest with you on the app, I don't give two shits.
All right, so
I'm not affected. I'm not triggered. No.
All right, so if you're not.
You are right with what one thing you say, Torian, right? You've all got these people in your boxes, yet they've said the worst of the worst, yeah? You want to drag them, but here you are in my box. Here you are dragging other people's boxes.
I want you
all... in that person's box. Absolutely.
Listen, this is me now. There's no more Torian. And if you don't respect me, you're transphobic. Thank you very much.
What the hell are you doing? You're so nice. Yeah, Gypsy Queen, come back.
Yeah, but Angie, that right there is transphobia because she's sat there like it's a comedy show, like a transition.
Why do you allow her to talk to you like that? Why? I would genuinely. It makes me angry for you allow her to talk to you like that.
She didn't speak about. I don't feel she spoke to me in any way. To be fair.
Oh, she's horrible when she speaks to you. And please, Torian, if you're going to smile, at least sort your teeth out because you're the ugliest mouth in the world.
So here's the thing. Someone just said now that Torian has every right to be angry, right? But what does anger achieve? Anger never achieves anything.
But no, what I'm saying is be angry, but don't commit a hate crime and go back at that person because then you lose the argument. You're no longer that victim, are you? If you're going to go back and be transphobic.
Ange, I believe in freedom of speech. So if you're going to police how T talks, you got to police how Evil Queen talks. So she was up here calling Alicia everything under the sun, but the woman in the bottom left didn't say anything.
Yeah, well, but that's different though, isn't it?
What's different?
That's freedom of speech.
What, calling her an
Not there trying to make her laugh with transgender people.
But she can call me that all she wants. She wants to get her back.
But that is freedom of speech.
Alicia, how about this? If she comes around you, I'll save you. If you're that afraid of her, I'll save you. I won't let Torian hit you, Alicia. Okay, you don't have to keep putting your lips that close to her backside.
Oh my God.
I won't let her hit you, I promise, Alicia, okay? I'll save you.
You're weird. I'm just looking.
Weird.
Someone's
You're
just
weird.
told me.
Kiss her arse. You're weird.
Someone's told me how to get comments from your live up.
You're scared of her.
I'm literally just doing it now just to show what EQ had said in my live because I ain't a liar.
No, and you were, because you just lied about what you said this morning.
Queen, I'm really upset by what you say. It's mad.
You're not upset. Or either is Taurine. Taurine's just a very bad, messed up woman. She's not upset about last night, is she, fuck? She's just a messed up woman in the head over all the green. She smokes way too much green.
I am ginger, and I get a lot of abuse for being ginger. I mean, I am a minority.
Oh my God. Can you not compare what's just happened to being ginger? Oh my God. Sorry, Angie, no offence. We love the gingers.
Oh, here you go. This is the live. Right, let me find her comment.
Maggie, you alright?
I'm alright, Mariah, yeah. Just little bullies up here, little mean girl groups as usual, yep.
Or is it? Who's this about? Torian one again?
Yeah, about being transgender last night. Did you see her?
Yeah, I always see you, Gypsy Queen, sticking up for the trans community all the time.
Yeah, and I
know
always
you're a big advocate for the
do you
trans
see me,
community.
Alicia? I am from a minority group. I can actually stand up and talk. You're not. You're not. I know you're a wannabe black
do you know
person.
what? Anyone
I
who's
know
not from
in
a
your heart
minority
of
group,
hearts you want to be a black
anybody
woman.
who's
That's
not from a
never gonna
minority
happen,
group, don't you
Alicia.
ever speak up for
It's
anyone.
never going to happen, love. You're a
As
white woman.
Gypsy
Get
Queen
over it.
says.
Accept you are a white woman.
I
Accept
know
it.
I'm a white woman.
Accept it then. Accept it. And
Right,
stop
here
trying to
you
be a
go.
black woman.
I've got the
Stop trying to be a
comments
black
from
woman.
EQ.
Stop trying to
Angie,
talk
can
like
you
a black
big
woman,
box me a
act like a black
second?
woman.
I've already
Stop
given
it.
it to
You're a
him.
white woman.
Right, I've got my comments up, yeah? This is from my live. This is on my TikTok. She was at In Top Girl. She's put, it was Andrew, not me. That pesky Andrew one has been at you, not me. So don't call me a liar.
And where's
Is she
the
still
video?
in it?
Where's the video of this morning when you were talking this morning when you said
Gypsy
that you...
Queen, no one cares. Start screen recording to back
No,
up.
you just said you're not a liar,
no
but you
one,
are.
You're so boring.
You
It's not
just-
a fake account. It's
Yeah, but
EQ.
okay, Alicia, the difference is, right, and, you know, she can say that about herself, yeah? She's talking on herself. She don't want it, but it's not...
Angela, my point is she's just come up here, called me a liar and called me a slag and called me all these things. Like later on, she'd be like, oh, she's a 4x4 because she says I've got 4 kids by 4 men. I've got 3 kids by 1. But
Big up,
anyway,
evil queen. Big up. You're
she just
telling the
called
truth,
me a
evil
liar
queen.
in this box. She was shouting at me. It's right there. That's what she said. It was Andrew, not me. That pesky Andrew one has been at you, not me. Me personally, I would never dead name her. I don't believe in that. I don't think it's right. She's Chelsea. She's a trans woman. Cool, whatever. If I was arguing with her, I wouldn't attack her gender. Me personally, I'm Alicia. I'm not Torian. I'm not Shep. I'm not anybody else.
Well, you just hang around with friends.
Oh,
Gypsy
Queen, shut up.
It's the truth, though. It's the truth, though, isn't it? You and NJ don't like to hear it because you know I'm telling the truth.
Not
No,
really,
you're
Gypsy
just
Queen.
boring.
I think it's wrong of you trying to use this situation to try and get some leverage over something that's not there.
Whatever happened ages ago, and we both stood on what was said to you. I was
We
wrong. I don't know
went live
much
several
more.
times and
I
we
don't
were
know what-
saying that it was wrong.
I don't know what more she wants from us, honestly.
Angie, can I ask Gypsy Queen a question?
Of course you do.
Gypsy Queen. Oh, she can still hear us, can't she? Oh,
No, she's gone. What a shame.
She'll come back up. She's on the phone. Why? What do you want to ask her?
well, I just wanted to ask her if she's got any receipts of her actually advocating for the trans community before this situation with Torian, because I think she's a nice person, but I feel like it's not a fair discussion because she's biased with the fact that she's got an argument with Torian, so she's kind of using the trans community as a way to kind of, you know, get one out on Torian. So I don't think it's like...
That's what I'm saying, Miss B. I've never seen her say anything to back the trans community or call out anyone else who's being transphobic.
Yeah, so
never seen that from her.
that's why I wanted to ask her. Has she got any receipts of her ever advocating for the trans community before this argument with Torian?
But you'd all stand with Tori and after she laughing about Maggie's little son getting jabbed.
And you know the problem here is what's just happened, the video that's just been posted that's got lynching and chains, I'm going to keep
Hypocrisy
saying
with a lot of you is
it completely
unbelievable.
gets deflected from it. It's like, yeah, but what about what this person's done? Let's concentrate on what's just happened, what this discussion was about when I come in Angie's live. It was about the video EQ has posted and the things that were on there. It's not about Torian.
Yeah, we can confirm that the video is inciting, in my opinion, hatred. It is racist, absolutely. But we've got to remember that we've got to call out other people as well. And Torian did go again. Well,
So can I jump in and ask my question? So my question.
oh, sorry, I didn't know you were speaking.
Sorry, can I ask my question? Sorry. So I've been obviously listening to live and things like that, and I've obviously we're going off EQ and EQ's video here and stuff. I just don't understand how, like, I get like the whole KK thing because she's put that in because she obviously got called that yesterday. But other than that part, how this reflects back to race, because I hear everybody's like saying, oh, you know, it's because she's got chained up because she's black, but it's not because she's black. Because if she was white, she'd still be chained
she's got
up.
a black woman on the video. I don't know who it's supposed to be.
Shep?
With a different black
different
woman.
one.
I don't know if it's supposed to be Remy or if it's just a black woman. But they have a rope on them and they are being lynched.
Oh, he was echoing.
and then another black woman has chains around her neck. Like, the connotations behind that are insane.
I understand that, but I just don't think it's about race. I think it's just purely around Shep.
No, I'm sorry. She,
So who
she,
are the
she knew
random
what she
black
was
women
doing.
in the video? Because it's not Shep that's being lynched in the video. It's not Shep with chains around her. I believe one of them that EQ's made it so she is hitting this person. I believe that's supposed to be Remy, but I don't know that.
Right, I get it. No, I was just asking the question because it all seems to be related to race, and I think it's wild because obviously in, like, you know, we're talking about race, and
She has
then we've got-
blackface on it as well.
Yeah. So I was going to get to this point as well.
Can I just say something? Like I said before, the video is about race, isn't it? So she's the KKK. It's a black woman on a farm. They've come in. She's gone in, unalived all her animals, and I think unalived a black woman or something like that. And then there's got a church behind that's burning. You know, her dressed in
The burning cross.
burning cross, KKK. You know, dressed in that. So it definitely is to do with, you know, the KKK, right? And they unalived black people. Many black people unalived.
Yes, they did.
So that's how I feel it is to do that.
You know what, though, Ange, on the KKK, to be honest with you, it's like, now that obviously the times have changed and obviously there's a new generation of people and the young ones, that's kind of phased out, but America, it still goes on, and they do.
Yes,
do
they've
you know
still
what I
got
mean?
the KKK.
There's lynchings are happening in America today, like it's happening. And another
100%.
thing,
So it is.
there's a man in it who is that's supposed to be Laura's dad. I don't know if it's the actual picture of him or what, but Laura's dad has passed away, and she has made Laura's dad there. I think he was an addict, and he has passed away, and she has put him in there as an addict, and like when he's passed away. That's another thing that's messed up.
So I totally understand that. Obviously, totally get it. Shit thing to do, granted. But I feel like you're losing your argument here because you're on about race and things like that, which is fair enough.
Just say you don't care about racism. It's fine. Just say you don't care about racism.
You know what? I think Southern. Sorry, can I just say something? Southern.
No, hang on. Let's finish my sentence.
Can we just let her speak?
Let's finish my sentence. So, obviously, very against racism. I totally understand where you're
I don't believe that.
Video. However, you've then got Torian jumping in a box pretending to be trans. Like, it's still a minority.
Oh, do you know what?
It's covered by
That
the
makes
same
that
law.
video absolutely fine then. That makes it
Well, no, it doesn't
absolutely
make the video fine, but
That's
I just feel
wonderful.
like
Well
you're
done. You've just
losing
fixed
your
all the
argument.
world. You fixed transphobia and you fixed racism. Well done.
I just don't understand where your argument is.
All right, Southern, can I just say something? I honestly believe that you probably need to go and educate yourself more around the KKK before you come up on a stage and just make these wild accusations that we're reaching.
With pictures of
Nobody's
the
not
kids'
reaching
profile
for
pictures
nothing.
as well.
The
Mad.
content was there. No, wait there, let me finish because I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
you finish. The content was there for everybody to see, regardless of what T said. Like I already said, T is one person. Do you understand? Just the same way how Eva Queen is one person. I do not have a vendetta against the trans community now because Eva Queen decided to do a video mocking people who I identify with. But I'm not going to allow someone like yourself to come up and say, well, you're losing the argument, you're losing this, you're losing that. I don't understand. If you don't understand, you need to go and educate yourself, love.
Sorry, I chose the wrong words there. It's not that you're losing the argument against the racism because obviously that's a very important argument. I think what's like, obviously you're calling other people out, which is fine because everybody, you know, if you have done something wrong and you are obviously like you are trying to fight for what's right, that's fair enough. But it's it's a bit rubbish that other people are like now jumping in afterwards. Like I was totally listening to your argument. Like I was in the live, like yeah, you are correct. Like racism's no, I get it. I totally get it. But then obviously you've got other people jumping in and then being like transphobic, and it's not fair. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're sticking it with topic, stick to that topic, but don't then come in and then be like transphobic and things like that. It's not right.
Like, it's kind of tit for tat, isn't it? And I understand where you're coming from in that sense. I get that.
I think that's where you're not losing your argument because it's not an argument to lose because racism is really shit. However, you're not losing your argument in a sense where it's becoming tit for tat.
Have I been transphobic? Because I'm speaking.
No, not you.
Take Torian out of the equation. I've never been transphobic.
No, not you. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying you.
I can't stop Torian going into a box and doing whatever she's doing.
I'm not saying
I'm
you
speaking for me, and the stuff that's been put out there to me. I don't understand how anyone can justify it, whether you support her or not, whether you continue to support her. What's wrong is wrong, and what's right is right. And to say, oh, but that's trans. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about that video.
No, yeah, but I only jumped in because I was listening to you obviously live and stuff like that, and I totally get where you're coming from and things like that. I was jumping in to say like you're not losing your argument because it's not an argument to lose, but it's like what Andrea said, it's tit for tat. He's not making it a tit for
Oh, but
tat.
can I just mention something very important to Alicia? There was a woman that I played on my FYP yesterday, right? And she spoke about the history as to the comment that you made on Twitter about black people that were shackled on boats and thrown into the water.
She spoke about that yesterday, Angie. I'd fallen out with her. She spoke about it yesterday. She deleted the video a day after, and she knows that I wasn't racist. I don't think she'll come in here because she was fuming that you used her video. Because these people know I'm not a racist. These people have seen the context of the tweets. They've seen everything. You lot ain't seen nothing. You just running with something, and I'll let you run with it. I don't care because I know who I am as a person. Hang on,
Alicia, but they might not have been offended, but other people might be offended by that comment saying black.
But they don't know. But they haven't seen the comment.
What's it saying? Black people can't swim. You know the history.
That's not what I said, though.
Said it.
That's not what I said, though.
What did you say?
And you know, the opinion that matters to me is not people that are doing one-upmanship on TikTok. The people that matter to me are the people of colour who racism affects on a day-to-day basis. Me, I know I haven't been racist in my life. I know what I stand for. I know what I've always stood for. I know how I was raised, and I know how my family feels. So people saying to me about Twitter, they've not seen anything. They're running with something. Corey's saying that I retweeted a racist joke. You're saying that I told a black woman she can't swim. Not one of you have seen anything. Not one of you have produced receipts.
You admitted it, though, Alicia.
I care about what people I care about think of me and my friends and people of colour.
You admitted it.
Like you lot are trying to do one-upmanship.
No, but you admitted
But you still haven't seen it.
John, this app is one-upmanship, Alicia.
Corey, all you do is say the N-word in private and think that it's okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, I say it all the time, babes, yeah.
Well, you do, because I've had 3 recordings of you doing it. So, yeah, you do it.
3
Comes out your mouth
recordings. Oh,
easy.
my God.
Can I just say something?
Amazing.
Racism just...
I think the problem here, though, is Lisa, is you're the one shouting the loudest, right, about racism, calling people out, as in your
Because I mean it. I speak about things I care.
No, you don't mean it.
Please let me finish here. But yeah, you did tweet that comment. Please don't say you didn't. You did. No, I know.
You did.
I've seen that tweet. No, I haven't. But you have admitted to it. And now you must have known the history behind that to say that comment. Because
What did I tweet, Angie?
I'm not finished. I don't understand that comment where you said black people can't swim. I'm like, well, what's that got to do with anything? Until that lady came on and actually spoke on the black history as to why you made that comment. Now, I would never ever make a comment. I would never make a comment like that anyway. But however, for someone to make that comment, must know about the black history. They must know what happened to the black.
What did I write, Angie?
You said black people cannot swim.
That's what I wrote, is it?
Yes.
Have you got proof that I wrote those words? Are those the words I wrote, Angie?
This is called gaslighting, by the way,
It's
Angie.
not gaslighting. Is that
Yes,
the words I wrote, Angela?
Yes, it is. You're an absolute dog.
Is that the words I wrote?
Alicia?
Sorry? Sorry, I can't hear you over this little no friends dweeb. Sorry, say that again.
No friends, yeah, all right, darling.
And you got child doxers in the chat. Mob, you're a child doxer. Sorry, carry on. So those are the words I wrote. You've got no proof of that. You haven't seen a tweet. People in the comments are saying I retweeted it. No one really knows. They're just running with it because they want one up on me.
Right. Well, I've got a video of you admitting that, Alicia. And
So are we gonna listen to people of colour, or are we gonna listen to white people who get offended when they're called
here
white?
we go. You're trying to get a divide again. No,
are we gonna listen?
Just let the women talk, man.
Are we gonna listen?
I'm not listening to you either. Thank you very
Are
much.
we
Shut
gonna
up,
listen
No, you
to?
shut. How about them apples?
Are we gonna
Alicia, stop
listen to?
causing a divide.
Are we gonna listen?
That's
to
all she
people-
wants is a divide.
Behave yourself.
Alicia,
These people.
why are you apologising for something if you didn't do something wrong? So what did you do wrong then?
These
Why cause the
people-
apology? Exactly.
Are
Deflect.
we
It's okay,
gonna
go on.
listen, Corey? I couldn't give a shit what you have to
Yeah,
say.
right,
You're
deflect,
literally
deflect,
28.
deflect,
You
all
look
day
about
long.
40, and you
Yeah, I
age
look
like
40,
milk.
yeah,
You
blah, blah, blah,
bitter.
blah, blah.
You're a
Thank
sad,
God
sad
your partner
man.
left you.
Sat in your house. You don't go out. You got no friends.
Yeah,
You're
I don't go
sad.
dabbing out all day.
I feel nothing
yeah, all right,
but
babes.
pity for you.
I don't want
okay?
your pity. I wouldn't
Can't
spit
wait-
on you
I
if you were on
can't-
fire, darling.
Yeah, Angie, can we get back to you and Alicia talking? Because that conversation was
So,
very...
Angie, are we going to listen to people of colour and the effects it has on them? Because, by the way, the person who posted the video, she was fuming that you had played the video. She said, I don't want a racist using my video. And at the time, me and her were heavily
She called you a
beefing.
racist as well.
Yeah, she called you a
her now.
racist, but you
Ask
want to
her now.
ignore that now.
Oh, God.
Ask her
Just because
now.
you butted her up again.
Ask her now.
So because you butted her up again,
I
now you
haven't
want to
butted her
ignore
up
it.
at all. We
Yes,
stand
you
for
are,
the same
quite
thing.
clearly. Oh, yeah, stand for the same thing, my ass.
Woman use a race card then.
There's no race card. There's no race card.
How could she suddenly go and make a video saying that you
Can I
were
finish
racist
what
and
I'm
then go back on
saying?
it?
Can I finish what I'm saying?
Of course you can. You can't gaslight me.
Can you, Corey? I couldn't care less about you.
I
Honestly,
just
I
wished you
couldn't
death
care
numerous
less
times.
about
Can
you.
you just hurry up and get it done? Go on, carry on.
Moonpig.com.
Yeah. Of course.
Moonpig.com.
Can you mention it? Can you get on with
Well,
it?
carry
Right,
on.
I'm trying, Angie, but this geezer keeps talking. I don't know why you've got him in your box anyway. But anyway, oh, by the way, should we talk about Corey's transphobia after this, calling the evil queen evil king? Let's talk about that after. But
Yeah,
first of all,
absolutely. Yeah, we'll
first of all,
First of all, hold on. Can I just say something? Hi, Corey. Are you and Eva Queen still talking or not, love?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
You are talking?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Okay, that's fine. I just
She was in my chat. She was in my chat when I went on, by the way.
Can we get back to this? Can we get back to the tweet? The Twitter tweet.
right, are we going to listen to people of colour, who some of them are people who are not my friends, they're just people who are on this app, or are we going to listen to people in your comments who don't particularly like me, who back Corey saying the N-word, who back you saying the things that you've said, and get offended by YT, who are looking for reasons?
Right,
do you think
Alicia.
I'm, Angie, on a serious note, do you think I'm a racist?
Right.
Yes.
Alicia, can I just
Is
say
your name
something?
Angie? No, it's not. It's Corey. Do
You're
you
the
think
one
I'm a
shouting the most.
racist?
Yeah, but you're a white woman, and you're the one shouting the most about racism. So are we listening to you, or what you say? People are.
She's the voice of reason. She's
So
that.
you've got a problem with someone who is not a person of colour sticking up for people that have been through what they've been through.
But what you're just saying.
So am I not allowed to speak on transphobia because I'm not trans?
Yeah, you're just saying we have to listen to people of colour, right? That's what you've just come out with. So I'm not listening to you right now.
Yeah, I can't speak. I can't speak for people of colour, but I can say what I think, and I read things, and I learn things, and I try to understand people's struggles.
Okay, that woman that made the video, she was offended by what you said, right? Now she's saying.
Ask her. Speak to her now.
Okay, now she's saying she's backtracked on that. So she's made an accusation, used the race card, which you don't believe there is. I think there is. She used the race card against you because she had an argument. That's disgusting, then, isn't it? Then we should be outing
There's
this
no
woman.
such thing as a race card.
Okay, fine. But we should be outing this woman, making an accusation, calling you a racist, saying she was offended by it when she really wasn't. We're here in the boxing.
So what I've got from this
Because
is
I think that's disgusting. She pretended she was offended and she wasn't.
So what I've got from this is, if you're not a person of colour, you can't speak out against racism. And the fact that there's all these... Sorry, Pharaoh, 1 second and I'll be done. What I've got from this is I'm not allowed to speak out on racism, which means I'm not allowed to speak out on transphobia because I'm not trans. I'm not allowed to speak out on homophobia because I'm not GAY. I can't speak on anything except straight, white, British women. Okay, that's all I'll speak on now. That's fine. I'll only speak on white, British.
But Alicia, you're the one that said we have to listen to people of colour. But now you're a white woman, so why should we listen to you?
When it comes to when it comes to what you're saying to me now, me personally, I'm going to listen to my friends.
Right, okay. Can I just speak, please? Okay. You made a tweet saying black people cannot swim, right?
That's not
now,
what it said.
We know the history about that. Now,
that's not what it said.
In that live, in that video, right? I'm quite disgusted with her because she's made a false accusation. She made out she was offended. She pretended she was offended because she had an argument with you, okay? So I think that's wrong on every level. I will not be playing her videos again because it's just...
She doesn't want you to play her videos, but
care. Okay, the reason why I don't care about this woman is because she made out she was offended by what you said, right? Okay, fine. But however, other people have been offended by that Twitter post. She might not be, but other people have been. You did say it, and the history behind that was... Wait a minute, the history behind it, I repeat, is black people were shackled in boats and thrown into the river, okay, and drowned. So you knew about the history, because if you did not know about the history, you would have made that comment.
So... That's not what I said in the tweet, first of all. Second of all, let's put it like this. When you are beefing...
I will find that video, Elise, to prove that you're a lawyer.
When you're beefing Corey or whoever it is you're beefing at the time, you will take everything they'll say and you'll spin it to suit your narrative. So if you're arguing with Corey and he says something that... whatever, you'll twist it to your narrative.
This is a problem, though.
But now, I'm trying to put it to you in layman's terms.
Can I just quickly say this one thing then, and then I'll let you speak, okay? And I'll mute myself. The thing is, me and Corey are not shouting out racism, right? Okay, yes, we don't agree with it. We're not racist. However, we're not shouting about racism. You are. That's the problem. You are. And the fact, and how are you shouting about racism? You're shouting the loudest, but yet you have been racist. It does not make sense. You have said, in my opinion, the worst comment, that's come on. So that's on social media, in my eyes, because people were unalived, and you made that comment. You knew about the history about it. I had to ask what it meant, okay? And then and you said it was banter. I've got the video of you saying it was banter. So you find racism banter.
So what you're saying I said is not what I said. If you want to call me a racist, I couldn't really care less because I know who I am as a person, like I said. And
So what did you
that's
say?
that.
Tell us what you said.
That's that.
Tell us what you said.
No.
Yeah, because you know.
Go and find it. You work on receipts. Go and find it. I've got it. My friends have seen it.
You
People
admitted
I
it.
care about have seen it. You
No,
go
it's
find
okay.
it.
She's lying because she admitted
Go
it.
find it.
I will find that video of you admitting what you said.
No, go find the tweets. My
And
Twitter's
there's
still there.
another
Go
thing.
find
You
them.
know-
My
you
Twitter's
know
still
what?
there.
There's another thing Miss Alicia had said. You know what she said? Oh, but maybe I'd done it for the views. You and Corey had said things like, listen, you got all the views. Maybe I did it
That's
for the views.
sarcasm,
So,
Angela.
Alicia, you find it funny.
That's sarcasm.
Yeah. So you find it funny and
That is sarcasm.
you usually joke about racism.
That is sarcasm. Go and find the tweet.
Racism is not a joke.
That is the
Transphobia is
tweet.
not a joke.
Go and find the tweets. I'm not going to listen to someone who uses the P word openly, the N word openly, people who tell people to go on boats back to Jamaica.
Because people were unalived, and that's Black history, and you know about that. So what you said was worse.
Find the tweets, Angela. My Twitter's still there. Everyone go find it. It's still there. Every single tweet is still there. Go find it.
Why did that woman?
I was reading them out the other day. Go find it.
Why did that woman, the one that you're now friends with, why did she mention?
Get her in there and ask her.
Well, I want to ask her why she pretended to be offended.
She didn't pretend to be
I find that
offended.
quite disgusting. She said she was offended. Yes, she did in that video. Do you want me to play it? When I find my other
I've
phone-
shared the live to her. I don't know if she'll come in because she says you're a racist, so I don't think she'll come in, to be honest.
Let me tell you something, Alicia. Do you think I'd listen to this woman who pretended to be offended, spoke on Black history, called you a racist, and now has backtracked on
So
that?
you're saying that
You
black
never
women
have
are
that woman in my
pretending to be
box.
offended now?
I will never have her in my box anyway. You are a racist. And
Oh, so you won't have her in your box
everybody else out
now?
one
You
for
won't
me.
have her in your box now, but you're saying you want to speak to her.
Listen, I don't want her in my box because she said she was offended by what you said. And now she's not. So she race baited. That's what
How
she
can you race bait? You can't bait someone
Oh,
into
sorry,
being
not race bait.
racist.
Sorry. Not race bait. What she did is use a race card.
There's no such thing as a race
There
card.
is. There is. Yes, there is.
What's a race card, Angie?
That's your opinion.
Do you get points on it, like a club
Someone,
card?
it's basically someone that's not offended, not triggered, but someone that will say that they're offended by what you've said. For example, when I said about Tori and get on the boat, that has turned around and said, oh, no, that's racist, when it's not racism. Okay, that's race. That's,
You know, the thing is, we've had a back and forth for a long time. You're desperate to find something on me, and this is what you're clinging on to. If you people who cry over the word YT want to call me racist, run with it. I couldn't give a shit. I don't care.
Right, I've said this and I'll say it again.
Come
The
with
person that
receipts
shouts
like
the
you do
most-
for everything else.
Yeah, but at least I've always said the person that shouts the most, which is yourself, you've usually got something to hide. And I think you're the biggest racist on here.
And I'll continue to shout every
Can I
single
just say
day.
something, Alicia? Can I just say something? I'm not being funny, but this is my view, so I want to say this right now. I think personally, I'm not being funny. You stated your opinion. I think everyone's heard your opinion, but I feel for some reason, I think you need to just try and lay off protecting people that are people of color, because you don't really know the deep side of the history, which goes back many thousands of years, and it's just annoying a lot of people. And I'm going to speak on facts with that because I'm a woman of color, biracial woman. I'm going to say.
I don't speak
That's like me.
for...
Hold on a second. That's like me saying, "Oh, I was born a genetic woman and I've got a womb," which clearly I haven't. And
I don't
that's me
speak
debating with
for...
you.
Sorry, carry on.
That would be like me having an argument with you, which I'm making myself look like a fool, because at the end of the day, I wasn't born a biological woman. So it's me arguing back and forward with you, knowing the full facts that I'm wrong.
I don't speak for the black community or the Asian
You are, 'cause
community
you're
or
speaking
any
on
of
it
the
now.
communities.
You're speaking
I
on
don't
it.
speak for people. I don't
Well,
speak
you are,
for
because you're
people.
speaking on it now. You spoke about your friend when Angie said she'll pull out the videos and what your friend said on here. So you are. You're contradicting yourself. So you're going back on your words and what you say. You are.
Well, I'm speaking for the black community, am I?
Well, you seem to, because you seem to make out like you know a lot about the history, because you're talking on it now in the comments.
I'm being asked questions.
You're being asked questions because you jumped into the box to see, because you seem to claim that you know about black history and black this, black, because you've got a few black friends. That doesn't make any
So what?
sense.
I can't have researched anything. I can't have learnt things myself.
No, but don't go on like you
To
know
speak
it
on
all. Like
something.
black
I'm not
history,
saying I
like
know
you
it
come from
all.
that
I'm
route.
not
That's
saying I
no,
know
that's
it all
not
at
your
all.
route. They're not your
I'm not
roots,
saying I
darling.
know it all, but I don't understand why you're in here with people
What
that
do you
are
mean why I'm
racist in the
here?
comments and that,
I'm
trying to
darling.
get points from it.
Can I just mute everybody because I've got the video. This lady did remove the video, but
Okay,
unfortunately, guys, I have saved it. Right, this is this lady who has said is that she was offended. She don't accept Alicia's apology, and because they had an argument, she decided to choose her colour. Then that's what you're saying, Alicia, against you. Okay, let me have a look.
That's what you're twisting it to say.
No, that is what exactly she's doing here.
Needs to be correct. I don't do things because I want pats on the back from people. I don't want people to be like, oh my god, you're amazing because you're white and you're picking up for us. What I say is what I think, and I'm not just like running with it for attention because I'll do it in a room with 2,000 people, I'll do it in a room with 2 people. It's just what I believe. But I can also at the same time run banter. So like my Twitter, for example, when I used to be on it, I used to have a fucking laugh. We all used to have a laugh. It was backwards and forwards. Everyone was laughing. No one was upset. If anyone is upset now, a person of colour, not white people who are pretending that they're offended by this, because they've got no idea, but if a person of colour is genuinely offended, please just drop me a message and I'm happy to sincerely apologise.
Yeah. So you think racism is a joke?
If people don't understand
Let me just
stereotypes
forward it a bit. This is when she talks about the black history, yeah? And then, I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's long, but let me go right to the end. Wait a minute.
What I will be doing is educating you like I did. Also, you can take that apology, stick it right up your rectum and spew it back out. So I hope your friends will make you take accountability for what you have said and how you address yourself moving forward. So like the rest of
there you go. So there you go. So she didn't take your. She said she was offended. She doesn't take your apology. But now that you're friends, she's back.
So is the tweet on there or?
Well, you just said there. Listen,
she literally went live about it yesterday.
I'm just saying it because
I've only just started talking to her.
They
Sorry,
said somebody in the comments said that the tweet said something about black people not being able to swim.
Yeah, that's what Alicia tweeted.
So how come you tweeted that, Alicia?
That is not what the tweet said. When I was on Twitter, I was on like in inverted commas black Twitter. That's what it was called back in the day. And we used to troll racists. There was a lot of like EDL and crazy shit. And I think it was around the time of the Olympics and people were saying crazy shit. And I just basically was taking the piss out of a racist. My friends from Twitter are on here. They've been on here. They've been in boxes. They've told people they were there.
So you're saying EDL members were in a black Twitter group?
No, there was EDL on Twitter. Like, it's not a group. I don't know if you know how Twitter works, but it's a whole big worldwide thing.
And I'm just going to jump off because I'm going back on the train on my way home. But listen, Alicia, you've just proven to yourself on here that you personally have trolled people on the black Twitter, on the black chat.
No. I wasn't
that shows what you are on here. So you've outed yourself. So people need to look at who you
black
really are, darling. Right.
At all on Twitter. I've just shared to my friend from Twitter. I've just shared to my friend on Twitter.
Absolutely, darling. See you later, love. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Angie, do you want to know what really gets me?
Sorry. Go on, Alicia.
Sorry, honey.
It's all right.
I've just shared to my friend from Twitter, but
but your friend didn't make the tweet that they're talking about, so that's
no, she didn't. But we used to all say shit. We used to troll people. I used to be like, my Britain is fuck all when they were writing stupid things on their stupid EDL things, just taking the piss out of them. And I believe it was around the time of there was some sort of sports or Olympics or something. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. And they were saying stuff. There was racism towards, I can't remember fully what it was, but it was just taking the piss out of people. And I wrote, retweet if you're black and can swim. That's what I wrote. But it was, but it's not me saying it. It's like me taking the piss out of these people because that's what people were saying. This was the kind of stuff people were saying.
And
I was like the token white girl and we were just taking the piss out of people being racist, basically.
I don't feel like that's you being racist, to be honest.
It's not. That's
I'm
not what you
offended.
tweeted.
I'm black. I'm
That is
black
what
and
she
I can
tweeted.
swim.
But that's you, Chev. You know, not everyone.
Chev's a black woman,
Black.
so
Chev's
I'll
the only
listen
black
to
girl
what
in the
Chev
box.
says.
Chev is speaking for black women. You've just
she's
said.
not speaking for black women. She's speaking for
I'm
herself.
not going to lie.
No,
You said
you
black woman. Wait, hold on.
Chev, one sec. Excuse me, just one sec, Chev. Chev
Go
is
on.
speaking for herself. Yeah, not other people might be offended. Just because Chev isn't doesn't mean that someone
The
else.
only people that would have been offended are people that can't swim. I'm black and I can swim.
I'm not going to lie.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm black and I can swim, but what she's saying is you lot are taking it out of context. As in, somebody has said that black people can't swim, and she has made basically a safe space for black people that can swim to retweet the post that she made.
Exactly.
Please, you lot
It
are
wasn't even that, Chev. It was like, we used to take the piss. I was like the token white girl, and it used to be like, oh, you're invited to the cookout. Because my viewpoints on the things I talk about now, like Islam or whatever, it's always been the same. That's how I was raised. My family are like that. It's not, we're not EDL. And it's just taking the piss. Like, obviously, I'm not going to just come out with, oh, black people can't swim. That's a ridiculous thing.
Another thing, I'm not going to lie, there was a documentary on Twitter that was called Black People Can't Swim. I don't feel like she's being racist. Me as a black woman,
Okay, Chev.
I'm not
Well,
offended.
do you know about, okay, you're a black woman. Do you know about the black history around that comment?
Angie, I just told you there was a
Angie, it's
documentary
rude to
on it.
even ask her that.
Like,
Why
that's
is it rude?
just silly. Like, I just said that
Listen, my friend,
I'm not offended.
my friend is mixed race, right? He doesn't know about black
He's not
history.
black.
Well, then he's not black then.
His father's
He's not
black.
black.
Me and Chev and our families will have educated us about our history and our ancestors.
Right? Just
Real
because
black people know about what happened
Listen,
to
let me
us
tell
in
you
the past.
something, love.
Yeah, just tell me not.
She's asking me, do I know the
Because you're
history?
black does not mean you know about black history.
Yeah, but real black
Oh my
people
God.
will know about their history,
Real
and that's
black
what I'm trying to say to you. Your mixed race friend is just mixed race.
Out.
Yeah, out. 'Cause
This
you
is
don't
what
like
you do. You silence people that are going against what you're
No,
saying.
I'm
People
not
like Chev or
anyone.
NJ or Def are people that I'm going to listen
No,
to.
no. You're a racist, Alicia, and that's it. You're a racist.
Angie,
Absolutely.
I've literally got a video of you saying the
And behind that comment, like I said, is black people being shackled on boats and thrown in the river. You knew what you were saying. Read it, Google it. Do you want me to Google that, around that?
No, I don't need you to. Like I said,
Wait a minute, Chev, wait a
on
minute.
Twitter,
not the white man's Google.
Okay.
Do you want me to Google?
Why are you kicking Chev out of the box? What? Because you thought that Chev would.
What are you talking about?
You thought Chev would call me a racist.
Listen, because she's one black woman does not mean because she's not offended, other black people wouldn't be offended by that comment. Now Google that comment, yeah? Black people cannot swim, and it goes back to black history.
If a black
It's a
person's
racist
offended,
thing
I'm
to
happy
say.
to have a conversation with them. Someone like you or
It's a
people in your
racist
comments that
thing
look,
to say.
Hazel's here. Let Hazel in because that's who done the video.
I don't want to win, and I'll tell you.
That's
why.
who did. Oh, you don't want her in now.
Oh, but you bring
I'll tell you
Dixie
why
Queen
I
in.
don't want to win. Right, I'll tell you
Yes,
why.
Angie, you're
Because she
100% right. Alicia, you are
You don't want to let another
racist.
black woman in.
Racist. Racist.
I love it when racists
Angie.
are racist. It's my fave.
Racist Alicia. Clean girl Alicia. Racist.
First of all, I didn't drop shit.
Racist.
That's not proper. I dropped the other one, defamation. Whatever name it is.
Why don't you let Hazel in?
Angie.
Who made the video?
Oh, this
And
is
I'll
so
tell you why,
boring.
Alicia. I'll tell you why. Because she's backtracked on everything she said in that video. And I
No,
don't
she hasn't. No, she
Yeah,
hasn't.
she
Not
has.
once. No, she has not.
Well,
Not
hold on.
once.
She was calling you a racist, but now she's not calling you a racist.
Let
Now
her
you
in
want her
and
in the
speak
box.
to her. Let her in and speak to her.
Madness.
Why, hello.
I don't even know why you let
days to
people
get into a
your
box.
Angie, and speak to you. and
Tipsy
talk to
Queen,
you
let
like
her
that.
speak. Shut up for a
I'm
minute
gonna
and let her
speak.
speak.
At
Go
the
on to her
time
stuff,
that
Alicia.
me and
Who do you think you are?
Alicia,
Tell me
at
the
the
shit.
time that I saw and I did that post, the information that was given to me was this: black people can't swim. So that's why I did the post, to do an educational post onto the reasons to why that would be, I'm not finished talking, that would be deemed as racist, that would deemed as
Yeah, because it's my platform.
Angie, come on, that's not
That
fair,
is
man. Just let her land.
absolutely
I'll tell you why.
disgusting what
Let her
you
land
did.
the point.
I am not
Just
one
sit on
bit
my
racist.
platform,
I can't be
and
racist.
tell
I'm from a
me
minority
I have not
group.
finished talking.
Angie,
I don't
Angie.
appreciate. That's exactly what Alicia said. Black people can't swim, love.
That's
But
not
because
what I
you're now friends
said.
with her, because now you're friends with
That's
her.
not what I said.
Oh, lie.
Angie, we need some context behind it though, man. It's only fair.
Like
Listen.
what?
Because you
Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, but
who's
you played
listening
her
to you? Because
video.
she's
You played.
anyways to speak up
Gypsy
for a
Queen,
whole
shut up, man.
group of people. Like,
So in terms of
Angie though, but you
context,
played her
Wait a
content.
minute. This is my platform. I'm not having someone saying I have not spoken. Finished.
All right,
Yes, you
cool. I
have,
get
love.
that.
It's
I
not
get
yes,
that.
Angie.
I get that. But remember, you played her content. You can't play her content on live
she
and then not
removed.
allow her to have her say. That's not fair.
Removed. She said to Alicia, she won't come on my platform because we're racists.
We don't really like racists on this
Why would I
platform,
want to
Angie.
read
Do you know
that?
what I mean?
Which is making another false accusation.
Why did she remove the video in the first place?
Well, I'd let her have her point
Mariah.
and she'll explain that. How are we gonna know if she can't
Well,
say?
isn't it very suspicious that she removed the post?
Angie, please allow her to come back
The
up.
reason why I don't want it in the box, right? Okay, right, is because she said to Alicia that she's not coming in the box because me and Corey are racist. Now, if you think we're racist, don't come in then.
Corey definitely is. Don't know about you, Angie, but
oh
Corey.
yeah, 100%. Go to the police, bro.
Yeah, I've got Angie saying the peace slur.
Well, I'm from a minority group and I don't think he is.
Go to the police. What, the one that you edited?
So you're not going to let Hazel in the box to speak on it? The video that you're saying is the reason I'm the biggest racist in the world.
Why? She called
You're going to kick any black person that comes in here and backs me.
Boxes.
You're gonna.
What do you think, Corey?
They demand.
Who cares what he thinks? He says the N-word.
Right. Excuse me. You demand context for what you've said, but then the context of when I said it, simple comparison to what Zach the Brat said. Granted, probably said it a bit too many times than once. But either way, I said it on the phone between two white people with nobody around. It was brought to the app as ammunition to try and fire at me, which I already brought to the app months prior to this. But
it was
then
on
you
two
want us to
occasions.
listen to your context.
It was on two
That
occasions.
That second recording, the only reason that wasn't picked up by anybody is because you can quite clearly tell that is edited to fucking back.
No, it's not edited.
Yes,
Corey.
it
It's
is.
a recorded
Yes, it
vocal.
is.
And do you know
Yeah,
the
of course
problem
it is.
is?
Yeah, all right.
Do you know the
All
problem
right,
is?
Alicia.
Instead of taking accountability for it,
I
you
don't
were
need to
like,
take
nah,
accountability.
fuck you.
I
I'm
don't
not
need to take
saying
accountability.
sorry.
You don't pay my rent.
Why
you
are
don't
you
lick my
using that
bumhole.
word?
I owe nothing to you. No
No,
explanation
you
in the
don't owe nothing
slightest.
to me. But when
I owe
someone
nothing
says
to
that you
nobody
are
on this app.
hurtful, yes, you do.
Alicia.
You owe me nothing. I owe you nothing.
But Corey, it's
Just
a
stop
simple
saying the
question.
N-word,
It's a simple
Corey.
question. Did you say a racist slur? Yes or no?
No. Right. So again, the word itself is a racist slur. However, in terms of the context that it was said, I was making a comparison to not being cancelled on TikTok.
He's done it on two occasions that we know of.
Alicia,
That
do
we know of.
yourself a favour, babes. You're
And
boring.
he was wrong and strong. He was like, that's
okay.
not racist. Like, you can say
It's
it.
not
Who you?
racist. It's not racist at all.
Oh, it's not racist to use a word with that connotation behind it.
The word itself is racist. I agreed. It is a racist slur.
Yeah,
However,
Alicia, you
in the
said you had
context in
three
which it was
videos
used, is
before.
So
massively
why
different.
didn't you just say the N word? Why did you?
No,
why did you continually say that word?
Alicia.
Miss B, why do you speak like that?
Stand on Alicia, really heavy. Like, come on.
Rude. Why do you
Come on,
speak
like,
like that?
Why can't
I
you
love
just
it
speak
when
normal,
racists
man?
tell me what's
You be
racist.
quiet, Angie. I want to have my say to Alicia.
You're not even a person of colour, Alicia. And you have the most to say about everybody, but when it comes to you, you demand us to look into the context.
Corey, Alicia is an ally.
How have we?
Alicia is an ally.
Listen to MJ as a black man, Corey.
Your mouth.
Corey,
I'm not listening to
Alicia
anybody.
is an ally and she stands on business
Oh,
when it
no,
comes to
no, fuck
racism
off.
on the app. We've seen it
Yeah, of
time
course
and
she does.
time again.
All right,
I haven't
all right,
seen
cool
no
story, bro.
flip-flopping when it comes to her calling out racist.
Yeah, of course.
I hear from Paul.
I haven't seen you do it ever, NJ, when your besties are racist like Alicia.
Corey is not
Tori,
my
do you know what I mean?
bestie.
Come
Okay,
on,
Gypsy
let's
Queen,
be
just
honest.
drop it, man. She's
No,
not my
I
bestie.
drop it. We'll talk about racism. I'm going to put in, like, do you know what I mean? I've got a mouth too. Do you want me to zip it completely for you?
Torian wants you to rise her. She's on an account.
Or rise her.
Yeah, Paulie, hello.
You think I'm bothered about Torian? You think I'm tripping with her? Rise her.
None of us are.
No.
You do talk about her a lot.
Can't stand her. Can't stand her. Another racist. And I will continue to talk about her.
Guys, can we hear from Paulie? Hello.
I think NJ and Alicia are
I can't hear you.
Hear me?
Not really.
Who do these people think they are? Like we're all equal people. Like you know, we're all loud platforms. We've all got mouths and voices, and they keep telling you to shut up. Who do
I
they
know,
think they
because
are?
they
Like
think they're better than everyone else.
you know what I mean? You're not allowed to talk about racism, and these people has been racist against you, and they want me to shut my mouth and stop talking about
And
them.
Gypsy Queen,
Well,
another
I
thing, they want me to put in a woman that has called me a racist. That's my platform. They want me to box her. No.
And that is a racist. Do you know what I mean?
Why did you? Why?
Crazy
All right,
people,
Angie.
aren't
Why
they,
did you
Angie?
play her video then?
Absolutely crazy.
If that's
I
the
thought
case,
the Irish
Angie,
were
why did you
crazy.
play her video?
I want the video removed. Well, it doesn't matter. She's removed it, hasn't she?
It doesn't matter if she removed it. You played her content.
So?
You must not care much about.
That's what they're up here for, Angie. They're up here for clout, nothing else. That's it. End
I
of.
come up here to
That's
talk
why
about Evil Queen. You're
NJ
the one
and
that
Lissy
came up
has
here and
took all
deflected.
of this for clout.
She deleted.
They love it. They love
You
it.
deflect,
NJ
you're the
has
one
been
that
on the app for
deflected. We could have
ages.
stuck to the task at
NJ
hand.
needs a little bit of clout now. He's
What
been
has
off the app for
happened?
ages.
What's happened is you
And
come up,
Alicia,
made
you're the
it about
biggest transgender
Torian.
in the world.
I'm the biggest
Alicia,
transgender in the world.
I bet you're another one that sends on pictures to be people's mods. I bet
Miss
you're another
B,
one. Are
Miss
ya?
B, can you ask? Was
I
it you
bet
that
you're
was
another
asking?
little home wrecker, are ya?
Miss B, was it
Jesus.
you asking her about what
You're
she'd done
a
for
sly,
the trans
two-faced,
community?
double-standard,
it was.
biased.
No discussions, no
Oh,
nothing.
no, you can have a discussion. If you want to continue discussing it, absolutely you can.
No, we do whatever you want, Angie. This is your platform.
I don't mind. You've got something to say. Yeah, say it, honestly.
I don't have anything much to say. I just found it really irritating that we were kind of trying to like promote awareness on what was going on, and like Alicia kind of came in and said we couldn't really speak about it because we were like white. So it was like, you know, if you care about the situation, you should want as much.
Sorry.
No, you go.
No, you go.
Well, I think if you care about the situation, you should want as much people to speak about it as possible, whether you're white or black. Like, so to like kind of turn around and go, well, only people of colour should be able to talk about it. It's kind of like,
That's stupid.
yeah, but no, I don't need to say much. Whatever you want to say, Angie.
Oh. Hello? Are you guys there? Oh, I thought I've got another banana then.
Yeah.
Up next. Next account. I'll have to create another free account, so Anna.
Yeah.
I just didn't even know what's going on, Angie, because like we've had a complete U-turn. We've gone from EQ to Torian and Alicia.
Oh, I know.
Exactly.
It did, didn't it?
Oh, here's Paulie. I want to hear what Paulie has to say because I couldn't hear him. Hi, Paulie.
Hi, Angie, you alright?
Oh, that's better. I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is see Alicia, I feel like she was kind of in the box with someone who was sticking up for her.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but like I feel like there was like a little bit of backup for her, and she felt like she could keep on talking about things that she didn't really have a clue on.
No, exactly. I just feel that, and it's true, honestly, the person that shouts the most usually has got something to hide. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was once backup, absolutely. And the fact is, she did say what she said, and I don't think racism should be banter.
Yeah.
I better get my other account ready, innit, when I get a banana from this one.
Well, that one lasted ages, Angie, to be fair.
I know. I'm actually quite pleased. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I expected the banana, to be honest, because obviously it went a bit pear-shaped, but
Yeah.
I expected it like an hour, 2 hours ago.
Thought the boxes would have gone off and everything.
Yeah. So I'm actually, I'm pleased. Yeah.
It's just hypocritical though, isn't it, Angie? Oh.
Absolutely. Hello, Jack. I don't know if Jack is in here. No, she's not in here. I might start using this account as my main account, actually. I don't know. Yeah. All this drama on the Lord's Day is disrespectful. But I'm not really I'm not really religious, you know. So, I believe in, you know, don't go to church or anything like that.
Definitely not do a prayer before she ate her food.
Yeah. What is it?
Do you know what it is for me? Obviously, like, I'm a bit multicultural in the sense of, like, where I'm from. Like, I have a lot, I'm very mixed. But, like, growing up in central London, obviously, I grew up around lots of different cultures, you know. And for me, like, I didn't grow up seeing colour or culture. It was just normal to me. So, like, I was never ever taught racism. I was never ever taught that. But I feel like nowadays racism is taught so young to certain people that it's become a problem within society where some people are growing up at a certain age looking for it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But it's like I never looked for it. So like I've grown up with so many different cultures that I would never ever look at someone and think, oh my God, you're this colour or that colour. Like it's never occurred to me in that sort of sense. But like, whereas if you was born from somewhere else or you grew up here, a different skin color, you know, like I would never ever segregate or be racist to anyone. But in my own opinion, I feel like it has been taught to people at a very young age. And from that sort of worry, like, you know, if I had a daughter, I would teach her to be very careful when she's up, you know, like as a teenager having a drink, like be very careful of this, that, the other, you know. But the same way as racism is probably taught to other cultures to be wary of and look out for. But I feel like these sorts of issues, especially in like a multicultural sort of area, as in London, like I grew up in London, do you understand? So it's like, I've never ever looked at someone, and thought, oh my God, you look like this or you look, that's never ever happened in my brain, you know?
Yeah.
Especially being
if I do get another banana, guys, I will just have a little break, okay? And I will be back on tonight then.
Yeah.
Yeah. No cold switch.
Sorry, joined the accident.
Oh, I was wondering what that noise was for a bit. For a minute.
You're sticking it once a week.
Oh.
Eh?
Hold on, I can't get out of the box.
I'll get you out. I'll get you out.
Thank you. Sorry.
Oh.
Well, what happened?
He was sticking something in. He was saying all sorts, and she was going shh, because she joined, and she was like, oh, and then he was like saying stuff, and she was like, shh, I didn't know I was in the box. Shh. They were doing stuff, and she accidentally joined.
What the hell? I fancy doing things when you're watching me on TikTok. Oh my God.
Finish whilst they're looking at you.
I'll have to explain, I think.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, we weren't doing anything. I didn't know I was in the box and he's trying to talk to me and I'm like, shh, I'm on a live. No, I wasn't we weren't doing anything. No, it was just,
what was that cheeky
I'm
man?
sitting with my dog and it slapped the phone and I'm like, oh no, I'm on a live. No. Sorry, it was just to say I didn't mean to join and we weren't doing anything.
What was the moan?
What moan?
I had a bit of a, do you know what I mean? I had a bit of a
that was the dog sticking its paw into my arm.
Oh, it was the dog.
Oh, did he think you were doing sex stuff?
Aye, they did die because of you.
Well, we don't know what you're up to while she's gaming. You know what I mean?
Aye, I know.
Sorry, see, she does that by herself.
Oh, so it was one way instead of two.
Are you blaming the dog?
I blame that. Well, why have a dog and bark yourself?
So you were moaning with the dog?
No, the dog stuck its paw.
It stuck its what in ya?
Claw into my arm.
Oh, claw into your arm. I must say.
Shut up, you.
You're better off just blaming it on being Scottish.
I know I'm better than that. I'm putting myself deeper in it.
Angie, what's you
Right, bye, all.
Hey guys, you know all my accounts now, okay? Always, if I come off, I get a banana. Just type me in.
You can get it out.
Find me.
Oh, I think she was doing things to herself. It's not good, is it, Angie? Her husband admitted it.
Hey, Angie, you all right?
Hiya, Susan. Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
I'm gonna feed the cat. Oh dear. Oh dear, guys.
Big up
You
Sue.
said you couldn't get it out.
Mm.
Right. I'm just gonna feed him the cat. Right. Yes, it guys.
I believe she's hungry.
Right. Oh God, this room is clean. I'm not doing it today. Not doing it today.
Susan. Oh. Angela, where's Susan?
Just gonna feed the bubba. Yeah, you know, with Elise saying why I didn't put that woman in.
Yeah.
I just want to put her in for a reason, right? She's backtracked on that video. Okay, yes, she could have explained herself, but however, she's been calling us racist, and that she said she don't want to get in, she would never get into this box. So if you're gonna make some false accusation about me because I said the word boat, yeah, and you're gonna defend someone else, then don't come in my box.
Angie, you know the first
platform, and I'm not going to have anyone that wants to come in my box that's going to call me a racist. She said she didn't want to come in my box for that reason. So why did she do that?
Angie, you know the first person you dropped?
Yeah.
She was actually racist herself because she said, because you were on about saying, I think it was your cousin you said was mixed race, and she said that didn't matter because there wasn't a real black person.
Exactly. That was called defamation. That was her name. Something different.
Yeah.
Yeah. She always sits with Alicia. So basically, if you're mixed race, you're not actually a proper black person. What does even that mean?
Yeah.
If you don't know about black history, then you're not a proper black person either.
Sorry?
And if you don't know about black history, you're not a proper black person either. What if you was adopted out at birth and ended up with white parents and they never taught you it? Does that mean that you're not a proper black person?
Yeah, exactly.
The stupid talk sounded pathetic.
Because you're a black person does not mean you know about black history. Not everyone knows about black history. Well, and then she's saying, well, that's...
I thought we went there.
No.
Ziana's right. Like, if you don't know your actual historical background, you don't really have the right to sit there and talk about this, that, the other, what your ancestors went through, because you don't know where you're from.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they're saying that you're not that colour because you don't know about black history, but if you got adopted out to white parents and didn't know about your black history, does that now mean that your skin is invalid because you don't know about black history? That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Paulie, that's like saying, do you know every member of the royal family by name?
No.
That's like saying because you don't know every single name, you can't speak about how it is to be British.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then you got that other woman, what was her name? Hazel something. I know not Hazel, Ches or something like that, who dropped herself, by the way. Ches, I think her name was, saying she's black and she's not offended. But just because you're not offended doesn't mean someone else isn't going to be offended. And then you got this, once again, this defamation or whatever her name is, once again saying that now you're hearing from the black community. I'm not hearing from the black community, I'm hearing from a black woman. That's her opinion. She might be not offended, others might be offended. You know what I mean? I just hope they don't ever talk about racism again, because they're sitting with someone that made a comment on their Twitter and thought it was banter. So don't call out anyone else. Don't bring it. Was that Shep's dead in that video?
Yeah, meant to be.
Yeah, swearing Shep is mixed race. So basically, what that defamation of whatever a woman is saying is she's not a real black person because she's mixed race. That's what she said, wasn't it, Diana?
She was saying that your cousin couldn't speak on it because he wasn't a real black person because he's mixed race.
Yeah, and how dare she say that? Not really. Crazy. So in that case, neither Shep, because she's mixed race, isn't she? She's mixed race, I think. So yeah. So neither is Paige. Is it Paigey Baby's mixed race? I think. No. So neither is she. That's what she's saying.
It's the other side of racism that mixed race people get as well, and so they don't even know where they belong. They don't know if they belong on the white side or the black side.
Well, that's discrimination from that woman, isn't it? Exactly. But once again, they'll probably support her saying what she just said because they're a friend.
Yeah. I could sit here and be upset because people are discriminating against the fact that I could be white or I could be black. You know? Racism. That's the thing. Racism can be taken in any context that the person feels they are being racist towards. So it comes down to a factor of racism is how you make someone feel in a certain type of way. Whether you regard it as that or disregard it as that, it can be made to how someone is made to feel. The same as transphobia, you know, like if you make someone feel a certain type of way about themselves, they can then turn it on you and say, well, you're making me feel this way and that you're acting towards me in this way.
And another thing, Diana, what did Alicia say about that tweet post? Because I do remember her on her video, yeah, she had admitted to saying that comment that black people can't swim. And she said because she was having an argument with someone that was also racist towards her. So it was going back and forth. She never said anything about banter and never explained as to why she said it. That's exactly what she said.
She just put it across is that there was on the Twitter there was banter between the communities, and she'd written the post, put your hand up if you can swim, if you're black and you can swim or something.
Yeah, so that's a racist comment, is it not? So what was that Hazel talking about, saying she didn't say it like that? She didn't say black people can't swim. She's basically saying that, put your hand up if you're...
Well, she's admitted to it being black jokes, do you know what I mean? So it's not a joke, is it?
Exactly. So she basically did say exactly what I said she said. You know, okay, she didn't exactly say black people can't swim, but she said, put your hand up if you're black and you can swim, or whatever she said, can swim. And that goes to about the history, isn't it? But this Hazel, I believe, Alicia said it's because they had an argument, right? So they fell out. So that's why she put up that video, right? Okay. But now she's backtracked on it because they're friends again. Not because she got the wrong end of the stick. Because it's the same comment. What I said, she'd said, it's the same thing. But she said it in a different way. You know what I mean?
I think that NJ guy and Alicia are definitely in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like every time someone went at her, he was constantly defending her.
Yeah, she's lied and said she was supporting her black friends, but didn't say that when she was caught beat. No, she wasn't. She said she was having beef with her.
Yeah.
And it was going back and forth. And that she said the woman was racist towards her, which she now keeps saying on TikTok, a black person cannot be racist towards a white person. But she said she was being racist to her, so she went back at her. That's what she said. And I'm going to find that video, you know, of her admitting it. I don't know, I've got it somewhere. I just don't know where. Let me have a look. Let me go through my videos. Because I know I got it.
I'd love to see her defend that.
Yeah, but I think she's a bit obsessed because she was saying that she goes out of her way to look for certain people, like EDL members, to troll them. But like, that's quite obsessive. Like, these aren't people that are texting you abuse. These are people that you're deliberately, purposely going out of your way to find so you can troll. So you're kind of starting the situation, because I asked that, and these aren't people that are in her group chat making comments to her. This is people that she's just going out to find so she can troll. Like,
yeah. The thing is, see, with the EDL, yeah, and you know, I'm gonna say right now, like, you've already heard me speak. I'm not racist. I don't care where you're from. You know, I don't care what you feel. I don't care who you love. But in the English Defence League have not been around for 15 years. They was abolished 15 years ago, and their only issue was with Sharia law, yeah, being preached in the streets of England. There was no other issue. They did not care about Sikhs, Muslims, they didn't care where you was from, you know, honestly. And this is, you can Google it, you can YouTube it, yeah? There's documentaries on it. All they cared about was Sharia law being preached in the streets of London. That's all they was against. So, like, for her to go against the EDL was just absolutely crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's not even like they're coming at her, though. She's going out to find them.
Yeah. That's just reaching. That isn't all the EDL cared about. Burner Boy, what did they care about?
Oh, I don't know. I ain't got nothing. Ange?
Yeah?
Give me some Paras. I think Farah wants a box.
Because if Burner Boy wants to get into it, I'll get into it with him, but I don't think he's got the facts to come at me with. It's like Anjem Chowdhury, yeah? He was against EDL. He was the main culprit of a targeted Sharia law group. He is now in jail for 3 consecutive life sentences, yeah? For a group that was against the EDL, who had plotted terrorism against the English state, yeah? So I don't think, like, you've got the facts to come against me about this. And he was the main person the EDL was against. So I just don't understand.
Big up Paula.
But it is. It's people will come at you with the most amount of nonsense, but they haven't got facts to speak about. EDL were racist and fascist, please. Okay, so if you look at, like, for example, let's look at Tommy Robinson, yeah? Is anyone in the chat against Tommy Robinson and for what he stands for? Let's be honest. Like, I'm not sitting there saying that Tommy Robinson's the best person in the world. All I am asking, exactly, Tommy still gets stuff for it. But what I'm trying to explain is what Tommy Robinson actually spoke about, yeah? Like, you know, the sort of the gangs that went against him, the group of Bradford. Anjem Chowdhury was the main culprit. If you Google Anjem Chowdhury right now and you look at where he is, he's in prison. EDL might not exist anymore, but the racist mindset still does. In your mind it does. In my mind it doesn't exist. Because I do not know what racism is. I was never taught it as a child. I couldn't tell you what racism is, my friend. Because I grew up in a multicultural society. Do you understand? Like, all of my brothers are from different backgrounds. You grew up in a racist society because you was taught that as a young child. Do you understand? In your mind, you was taught that. You fear it. I have never ever feared nothing. Look out for this, look out for that. I was never taught that as a kid. You was, and you have to ask yourself this question. Why was you? Why was you taught to look out for racism? Why? In the 21st century, why?
She still gets platforms. I know I've got this video somewhere, you know.
Oh, everyone at me about loads of stuff now.
Well, it does speak facts, though. Do you agree, Angie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not just trying to find this video.
Don't apologise, my lovely.
It's like, look, I'm going to be honest with you, yeah? I've travelled the world, yeah? I've been to so many different countries, yeah? And every time I went to a country, do you think I've ever experienced racism?
He's not here. No.
That's the thing. I've never ever experienced racism anywhere I've went.
We'll go to South Africa.
Huh?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but the thing is that there is an ongoing issue there. But like, I'm talking about like, you know, Pakistan. I'm talking about Dubai. I'm talking about Spain, Greece. I'm talking about Belgium, Germany, you know?
Well, I grew up in Birmingham and I received it quite a lot from other communities.
Yeah, but that's different though. That's way different. Because your country, that part of the country has been changed.
Yeah. By countries that you're saying you've been to.
No, but that's from an ideology. It's not from a country. Like you can't call it racism if it's from an ideology.
Makes sense.
You know?
Hmm.
You know what, Angie, I don't really like speaking about this topic because obviously, like, we live in a very politically correct world. But all I will say is, when I was growing up, right, Angie, yeah, obviously, like, there was people like Tommy who would say stuff like the white British population will decrease massively and will eventually become a minority. Now, at school, my teachers all turned around to me and said, this isn't true. This is just propaganda to try and scare the British public into thinking that they will become a minority. The teachers told me that it would never happen and it's impossible. Now, if you look at the population of London and Birmingham and Leeds and Bradford, the white British population are all a minority in these places. And I'm not saying that's a problem, but I'm saying that the things that they were saying all these years ago that everyone said were wrong actually have become right.
Yep.
You know, I suppose that's just a different thing. Angie, have you found your video?
No, I'm still looking. I will look later. Oh, I'm feeling too ill to look now. Yeah, I'll look later.
See, Miss B, like, if you want to go by statistics, yeah, then probably you're looking at about 100. You're probably looking at about 1,000 years, but most of the population will be Chinese in the whole global economic.
Chinese.
Yeah, because if you look at how many people there are in China compared to the rest of the world, yeah, they outweigh the rest of the world already. So if China started traveling and started interbreeding with all other populations, they would mass produce and basically intertwine with all of the genetic DNA, and everyone would become Chinese. They would mass produce and basically intertwine with all of the.
I don't know though, because obviously I know that's probably true with the population of China, but I don't really see the Chinese kind of putting a big change into the UK. Like, I don't see everything being Chinese, if that makes sense. Like, they're not kind of changing Britain, the Chinese people. In fact, the Chinese people that come here adapt to our society. I've never really met a Chinese person that, you know, tries to go against Britain. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you was to go through England, you wouldn't see like most of the migration population aren't Chinese, if that makes sense.
But it's just numbers against numbers, really. It's like, for an example, how many people do you think are a quarter of Chinese or 1/8 of Chinese at the moment? It's already occurring.
I don't know. I personally love the Chinese people. I think they're very. I think they're very like it here. To be honest. Sorry, but Hungry Guy's just put, it's just Christians think they own this country. Hungry Guy, are you forgetting that Britain is a Christian country? That is legally what Britain is. We're a Christian state. The monarch are our head of state, who are also the head of the church.
You don't want to talk to me about Christianity. If you look at the Vatican is pretty much a Satan's threshold. Like, their main church looks like a snake. Like, the whole entire thing is just a whole, like, it's a whole shrine to Satan, to be quite honest with you. It's like, I'm going to be honest, see the whole of religion. Religion is just a bit of a farce to me. To sit there and say I worship a guy who says drink my blood and eat my body is pretty much like, you know, how are you trying to tell me that's not the devil?
Oh, so would you rather believe in nothing at all?
Nah, I'm an atheist, man. I don't believe in none of that.
So you just think that all of this is worth nothing?
No, it's not that it's worth nothing. There's probably a higher power, but I do feel like there's stones in your way to try and make you swing to a different, like, you know.
You got stones?
Yeah, in a sense of it's trying to lead you off path. But, like, do you really think the Son of God came down and told people to drink his blood, yeah, and eat his body?
It was metaphorically. He didn't literally. It wasn't like he turned the bread into wine and the.
Yes, but let me explain. Yeah, when right, and we're about to get a whole lot of religious in your in your live right now. But like in the Garden of Eden, yeah, when he was a snake, yeah, and he made Adam have an Adam's apple, yeah, he told Adam and Eve he will be back again, right? All right. So how did he come back as the Antichrist if he wasn't Jesus? He came back, made the world shake. He died on a cross. He told people to eat his body and drink his blood. That sounds satanic to me. I'm not gonna lie.
And eat his actual body and drink his blood.
But they did. Like he told them this is the acronym, innit? This is the acronym of if you do this, this is what I believe, and I am the Son of Christ. Like I'm the Son of God. Sorry.
Oh.
Paulie, have you read the Bible? Of course, I've read the Bible.
Angie, what do you think, on?
I have to ding because I don't want to be talking on original religion because I don't think that I should be disrespect. No offense to you, Paulie, I do understand where you're coming from, but I don't think anyone should disrespect anyone's religion because it's a very sensitive topic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's brutal, isn't it?
You know, yeah. I just don't, you know, we all have a different religion. Well, I'm not religious, but most people do. And you know, it's good to respect each people's religion. And the religion is just end up in wars, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's what...
I like Paulie. I think it's a very sensitive subject.
Yeah, I think what he's saying is correct with some things, but I think obviously TikTok's a very... it's supposed to be a safe place, isn't it? You got to be careful with words.
Yeah, I just feel it's very poorly. I just think it's, you know, yeah, it can cause trouble, religion. I just don't think it's somewhere we should go.
That's what we've spent...
each other's religion, and that's it.
But that's what we've spent our whole entire existence doing, really, Angie, fighting over controlling religion.
I mean, it's people's belief, you know, and yeah, shouldn't be disrespected, you know what I mean?
What's the plan, Angie?
Brothers and sisters, we are here tonight in the sight of the Lord.
Well, what we can talk about is what happened in bloody Jonestown. I'm so fascinated. Well, I say fascinated is probably the wrong word, but I've done a bit of research on that. Do you remember that, Tim? The Jonestown.
Are you talking about Roanoke?
Who?
Roanoke.
Who's that?
Roanoke, the people that disappeared?
No, Jonestown. What was his name now? Guys, can you help me out? What was his name? Tim something. Yeah, Tim. His name was Tim, though. His name was Tim.
Are you pranking me again?
No, it was Tim. I know Lisa's put no Tim to you, but that's his name. Tim or Tom. Guys, help me out. What was his name? In Jonestown. Everyone have a look immediately. Jonestown. Jim Jones. That was it, Jim Jones.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And they all had the same tennis shoes on?
Yeah. 300 children.
Yeah.
That was it. How many people that died in there? About 1,000, is it?
Let me look it up.
About 1,000, I think. 300 children. The children went first, didn't it? Terrible. And there wasn't much of a fight in it because it was terrible. If you don't know Jonestown, read about it, guys. It was this religious cult. And they started in America, didn't they? They went to this isolated island.
More than 900 people.
Yeah, unalived, and but he made them do it.
Yeah, and the Kool-Aid. That's why they say drink the Kool-Aid, you know? Well, obviously you drank the Kool-Aid. You know, like when they say, like, if he put it in Kool-Aid.
Angie, would you be in a cult? Well, you are in a cult. You are the cult.
She is. She's Jim Jones. And by the way, I don't know why, but you're making me look like a stalker lately because you haven't been answering my WhatsApps. I don't know if you have me archived.
Yeah, I've not got it. What WhatsApp?
Yeah, I think it might have, because with Max's, for whatever reason, like it's in my archived, like at the top it says archive, and it's in there.
I'll have to look when I come off then.
I mean, it's not like I WhatsApp you I do every day. I say hi, but like all of a sudden I'm like, why is she not answering me? Is she like mad at me? And
no, I don't think I even saw it. I probably read it and so maybe became distracted. I don't know. I'll have a look when I come off though, yeah.
Yes, Jody, I have 8 years of higher education.
Yeah. Bloody hell, 8 years, Tim. Yeah, but that Jonestown, read about that. That was horrific right up there.
Yeah, there are no, you know what it is? There are no good like documentaries about it, like docuseries or anything like that.
How did some of them get away? Do you know how some of them got away?
Yeah. But even then it was because it was Guyana, right? Wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, he bought an island in Guyana or a part of Guyana. And they all moved there because obviously in the U.S. he couldn't get away with this much.
Yeah, and that reporter that went to go check it out, he got SHOT, innit? You know, a couple of people always wanted him to try and, wanted to escape with him, innit?
Yeah. When you watch the documentaries that there are, the few that there are, and you hear about survivors and things like that and how they got out, but they were still there. You know, I think a couple of them pretended to be dead. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deli workers.
Angie.
Yeah.
If we're talking about culture, oh my God, have you researched into Scientology?
Oh, Scientology, I have done, and it scared the hell out of me.
Angie, I knew someone who was in it, you know.
Oh, that's another one I don't really want to talk too much about because it's fucking scary.
Yeah, but Scientology is no weirder than any other religion.
Yes, but yeah, true. Not a lot of money in Scientology.
No, but Angie, I knew someone in it.
Go to be a Scientologist. I thought, oh, what if I don't come back?
Yeah, but you have like an 8% or 10% higher chance of becoming a millionaire if you join Scientology.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but Angie, I knew someone who went into Scientology and they came out traumatized, like they couldn't even function anymore. All of their finances were gone. They lost all their friends and family, and they were literally had PTSD so much they had to be sectioned. Like it messes you up.
Yeah, it sounds like any other religion. When you leave.
Oh no, not really. I'm a Christian and I don't need sectioning.
I joined Scientology because I'm going to be a millionaire, guys.
If you were a Christian in the Middle Ages and you left, it would have been a very different story.
Yeah, when you think about it, it's probably no different than other religions, isn't it, Scientology?
Religion. Who is it a cult?
Look at Queen Mary. Look what she did to the Catholics. You know, when they wouldn't accept the faith, they went to the state.
Going into religion again, Angie. I only said Scientology because it's more of a cult than a religion.
Yeah, but I was really talking about the past religion.
Yeah.
They're all cults.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I might come off now. I need a break.
I wish they would just leave me out of it.
Christ is king. Yes, Angie, have a break.
Oh, I'm gonna have a break. All right then, guys, I'm gonna have a break. I'll see you in a bit.
Love you, Angie.
Later.
Bye.
See you, Anna. Miss everybody.